What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Nicole. If you are new, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you are not new and you still haven't subscribed,
why are you running? Why are you running?
make sure you subscribe, like the notification bell, all the things. But yeah, so this video is going to be like a mini makeup haul. These products are fairly new on the market, but they are definitely new products to me. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I got, or if these are products that you are interested in seeing what they're like before you purchase them, keep on watching this video. I'll spill all the tea for you. We're just gonna jump right into what these products are, what I think of them, how they swatch, how they apply. Basically a full 360 review on these different little products that I got. So first thing is this Morphe Icy Fantasy palette. Let's just talk about how beautiful this pretty lavender marble packaging is. This is probably the prettiest, most unique casing that Morphe has done. Usually it's just like a basic black box. So this is Morphe's collab palette with Pony. Her YouTube channel is called Pony Syndrome, and she is a Korean makeup artist that does like really vibrant pastel type of makeup looks. So this palette definitely embodies her makeup style. There's 35 shades. Let's open her up. Wrapped in the bubble wrap. Keep her safe. This is the front. So cute. It looks just exactly like the outer packaging. So boom, as soon as you open her up, there's like this plastic covering, and then it has the shade names on there. I don't keep this typically. I try to keep it for a couple uses, but honestly it just gets in the way, so throw that away. It would be nice though if they would actually put the names in the palette above the colors, because it just adds to the pleasurable part of doing makeup, actually knowing what each individual shade name is without having to refer back to the piece of plastic, right? But look at how pretty these freaking shades are. So pretty, so pastel, super colorful. You usually only get a couple of these shades, like one or two of these shades in a palette, and then the rest of the shades are like earthy natural tones. I definitely think is a super fun palette. So I'm gonna swatch these for you guys so you can see what these pastel-y colors look like on my skin tone. So some of these shades were a little chalky, and that's kind of the territory that comes with like vibrant colors. She did mention in one of her interviews when she was discussing the palette that they are supposed to be more of a wash of color. This palette also retails for only $25, and the price point to me is well worth it if you are more of an artistic person when it comes to your makeup. So the second products that I got are the L'Oreal Infallible concealers, but these are the full wear. I got 3 different shades, one that's more close to my skin tone, and this is in the shade Amber, a brightening shade called Cashew, and then I got a darker contour shade, Cocoa. So the packaging alone reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tapes, and they all have these big, thick doe foot applicators, which I like because I feel like I can get a lot of product in one swipe. These retailed for I think like $13.50, but I got them buy 2 get any 3rd L'Oreal product free. You might want to check at your local Ulta store if they are running those same promos. $13.50 versus $27 Tarte Shape Tape, or even some other concealers that can be almost 40 bucks, you know. Let's just hop right into the demo of these. Alright y'all, so I put on my foundation and I did my brows. So let's try these concealers first. So I'm just gonna dot 3 little dots right underneath. What I can say about these products immediately is they are very creamy, very blendable. And I went back to the first eye. It did not dry out at all. There's no patchiness anywhere, like any dry spots where I placed the product. Also very full coverage. This is very similar to Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape does tend to dry down a little more matte. Like it's just a nice creamy full coverage, and I really am highly impressed by this. I really like this consistency. I really like the coverage of this. I'm not mad at this at all. So I got the shade Cocoa because I felt like one shade down from this would have been a little too light for me to contour with. I'm gonna do a little bit because this just looks kind of dark. I might try one shade lighter next time. So I'm gonna do my nose. Cute. All right, y'all, now we're gonna go back to Cashew. Now I'm gonna go with Amber, and this shade is closer to my skin tone, but I think it is maybe just like a shade lighter than my foundation. And I'm gonna put this right underneath the highlight shade, like that. Ooh. And I'm gonna also use this shade Amber to highlight the rest of my face. Look at that blend. That was like almost no effort. So the only thing that I'm realizing is a little bit does go a long way, and maybe I did a little too much under the eye. So instead of doing a swipe next time, maybe I'll just do a couple little dots and blend it out like that, because this is very spreadable. I'm just gonna use a sponge to pick up some of the excess product. and continue blending. I give these concealers a 5 out of 5 stars. They are so creamy. They're so blendable. For the price point, are a 10 out of 10. Like, I really have no complaints about these products. Highly impressed. I like to keep my eye looks fairly simple, but I do want to be a little extra because this palette just calls for that. I keep veering towards these purpley shades. Let's do something purple. Should we do something purple? So I am going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion just so I can really make sure this color comes out true to what is in the pan. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with this purpley shade right here first. I feel like this color is very true to what you see in the pan, and it's not like super patchy, and it's not really swiping away as I'm building up the product, so that's good. I'm gonna go in with this purple right here. I'm actually gonna use cashew and cut out my crease first. Let's go in with this sparkly pink shade. I'm gonna use my finger so I can really pack this shade on. So I feel like I want to go in to this blue, mix it in with this kind of grayish purple. I'm really packing the color on and just tapping and placing where I want the pigment and then blurring out the edges. Now I think I want to finish off with putting this pretty shimmery white shade in the inner corner. And I am getting payoff with a brush, but I would maybe have better luck using my finger. But I am gonna use the brush because this is such a small space. I can't get in there really. So I'm just kind of tapping and getting in there best as I can with this brush. But this is like super messy and it's definitely not packing on like I need. And I feel like I maybe should have set the concealer before. These concealers are not made to be eyeshadow primers. They are not advertised that way, so I guess I cannot take away from the product for that reason. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup real quick and then I will come back and give you my full review. Alright you guys, so I threw on some lashes, a little bit of a wing liner. I want to try to use these two right here as like a blush. Go back and forth in both of these like this. Ooh, this is pretty. Yeah, I really like that combo. I'm gonna go on my forehead too. Tip of my nose, my chin. And then I think I'm gonna also go into this kind of iridescent white shade and just do a little highlight right on the tip of my nose. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Overall, the Icy Fantasy 35i Morphe palette, I would give it a 4 stars out of 5 stars because in this inner corner situation, I don't know if it was a personal problem. It was like I couldn't get the pigments to really stick. That was my only downside to that. The matte shades gave a pretty nice color payoff. They weren't really patchy. Again, they were a light wash of color. The colors are really nice and pretty if you are willing to get in there and get messy with your fingers and take your time. Now, as far as the concealers, I loved them on the complexion parts of my makeup. Didn't get patchy, didn't dry down too quickly at all. The price point is awesome, $13.50, a nice big size tube, lots of product in it. Like, I will give those concealers a 5 out of 5, and they will probably replace my more expensive high-end concealers. Let me know if you guys have tried out the Icy Fantasy palette, if you are a more natural girl when it comes to your eyeshadows, or if you like to be more artistic and step out of your box. This is definitely a good palette for you to try. The concealers are amazing. You cannot go wrong with them, especially if you are on a budget. Even if you're not, I would still reach for these products. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.